the other competitors. I mean, this one has more meaning than these others.
Jeff and Butch, as he was telling me, he is the only one with 5. There's someone with 6, but I know Luke will get there. Speaking of being a veteran, Luke, how comfortable are you in this arena?
I love it.
You think you can do it. You know, coming off that shoulder injury, that's a lot of question marks there for him.
But that first night really set a statement. You know, I think he made a good run. Everything felt good, and from that point on, wow.
Well, you know, but sometimes it's
not
hard
that easy,
to do.
is it?
I promise you.
Brandon Beers roping with Jim Ross Cooper.
He's got it on him. Jim Ross rides around, pulls off a shot, fast run. Wow, there you go, 4.1. Now that's healing right there. Brandon, he takes extra, a little bit further down the arena, not extra swing to make sure he gets him. Now watch, Jim Ross rides around him, but he keeps his distance, and when he gets around, it is tight and fast. Good run for the boys.
They're the new leaders at 4-1. This next team's got 9 gold buckles between them. Now keep in mind, Rich Skelton's got 8 of them. But hey, Nick won in 2009, but they really struggled. Last night they put it all together. They won round 9.
Yeah, last night they finally got it together. Had a steer that let them do what they needed to do, stayed straight, and Richie, he got around there and just set him down. If Nick can get it on this one, they might win 2 rounds in a row. He's out. Nope, he doesn't get it on him. You know, quarterback's got to catch first, and it just didn't work right there. And that steer was fast and straight. That could have been quick. Look, he throws. He doesn't get the right horn, left horn. Hooks the right horn and doesn't get across. Steer's got a big wide set the last few rounds. So it's your last one you run for this year. It's what you carry home with you and carry over. Start the new year off. Nothing like a 3-7 wouldn't help. He's out. Nope. No. One horn. You know, everybody says, man, the team roping looks so easy there. Well, you know what? Go to 70 rodeos and qualify and come here and run 10 and then tell me it's easy. Splits the horns right there. In other words, he doesn't get it across the left horn. And when you don't.
You know, you got Jake Barnes, Junior Nagata. You know, they're coming in number 2 in the average.
You bet. Good solid run right here, and Junior will have a storybook year, you know. Yeah. They had one falter. Jake lost his rope, but yeah, that's just that's one thing that happened. It was about the same go-around, same position as one year he had really bad luck. So just loses. Jake's going to get out, run in there and rope this steer, make sure. Junior's going to come around, look over him, and got him. And he had to run a little rope right there to get that dally.
Oh, man.
Second place in the average, that's about $40,000. So these guys trying to protect that spot.
Yeah, watch Jake, no veteran. He just runs in there and gets that neck. You can't pop it off a neck. Junior comes there and looks and says, I got him. Oop, I better hurry up and get a dally.
Yeah. And they've got about a 15-second lead over
third, yeah.
Synergen and Claire Brown Cooper, so they're going to just set right there.
You're right, yeah. What a great week for Junior, huh? And the veteran Jake Barnes coming back. All right, you just talked about them, Butch, right here. Synergen and the champ, Claire Brown Cooper.
You guys found a pretty good groove in the back half of the Wrangler NFR. They won about $43,000.
Got a chance to win what, Butch, third, fourth in the average? Pretty easy right here, you know, and have a $78-something thousand week. I guarantee you, Synergen, it would sure take that every year, and instead of not being here ever before. Here we go. You want to place around, but you sure don't want to give that third place in that average. That's a lot of money. No, sir.
That's $31,000
That's
plus.
right. And if you win 4, 5, or 6, or 8, or 10 in a round, great. But don't be greedy trying to win 20 and give away 30, you know. All right, Synergen, he's taking a couple deep breaths here thinking about it, so.
I got a steer throwing a little gamesmanship at him. Yeah. Can't get him to stand.
He's calling timeout on him, isn't he, Jeff?
Yeah.
He's icing him.
Exactly, just like icing the kicker.
Yeah.
All right, he's out. Synergen got it on him. The champ, he's going to look over him and say, I got this all day.
Good
Bam.
shot.
Third in average. What a good week, huh?
Yeah, and they go to third in the round.
Yeah, that's right. 5-5, you never know. But I'm just a great businessman run. Synergen, that's a smart job. He runs in there, makes sure gets it on him. Now the champ, when he gets about right here, he's like, oh, okay, I got my 30,000. Let me show y'all how to do it.
Take one more swing.
Bam, all day. 2 really smart runs in a row.
Yeah, it's like, please make the check out to
That's right.
Clay O'Brien Cooper.
About check number 847,000.
Yeah, 7 world championships. He's been paid by the Wrangler NFR before. Here come the minor boys.
He's late. He sends it away out there and gets him by the neck. And then what a heel shot
by Brady,
man. That steer was just trotting all that was just horrible, you know, for the steer, and he just cleans it up.
Wrangler NFR on a roll. They won round 1 with a run of 4 flat. Won round 2, won a 3-6. They've cooled off a little bit since then.
Yeah, that's about the first mistake Turtles made in a while right there.
They were in the average. They were 7th in the average before that. They're going to wind up with no time.
Turtle rode really good this week, and right there, see that steer kind of dropping his overhead coming to him. He just hits behind the right horn and wads up, and it'll be in no time.
Now he's talking to himself as he heads back out the tunnel. Here comes Eric Rogers and Corey Petska. 8th in the average. They can move up a little bit. These guys are number 6 on each side of the world standings.
Yeah, with the falter out there, they can move up and get a couple more thousand every time you move up in the average. I'll tell you what, this stud low nose has stood there flat-footed every night and come across and give Eric a big chance. So they should be in good shape tonight if this steer would ever look. There you go. Good start. Reaches and gets him. Corey Petska around. You bet all day.
There it is. Oh,
lost a
leg.
4-4 goes to 9-4. Man, and he had him roped.